How's it going, guys? We're back for another video. I took a few days off for my holiday, but back now. And I never really left, but we're definitely getting back into the swing of things. So I was doing some puzzles to warm up, and I just got this one, which has a 9.1% pass rate, and I really had to think for it. So I thought it would be a nice one to show off to you guys. So pause here if you don't want any hints. But there's a few things going on in this puzzle that made it pretty tricky. First of all, there is a lot of pieces going on. There's this here, you have the rooks, the back rank, which aren't doing anything. You have this knight. There's obviously a weak king, but how do you actually checkmate the king? I was looking at stuff with this, but nothing was working because this knight is such a good defensive piece. It just wasn't going. This didn't do anything. This didn't seem to do anything. And then eventually I realized, hold on a second, if this rook was able to get to the H file, then that would work. And then I saw, well, hold on a second. Also, if this knight wasn't here, then this checkmate is possible. But this piece and this piece both control this square. So you have to, first of all, sacrifice the bishop. And it can't be taken because this is too threatening again. Moves the knight bishop back to try to defend preemptively, and now you sack the rook anyway, because if takes, then this and that is checkmate. So he again can't take it, and now he goes back threatening the knight. You have to ignore that again and go on with the plan anyway. He now has to sacrifice the queen and it's pinned behind the knight. So that was a pretty tricky one. If you guys got that, then congrats, because I think this one was pretty tough for a lot of reasons. Anyway, on to some actual chess. Let's get another 10-minute game going. So some more Caro-Kann happening. Let's see what line we get. Okay, advanced goes for the standard stuff. I actually don't see this very often, but it's a pretty cozy line, so not mad about it. I don't see that move very often, to be fair. I think you have to play this, and he does that. I think I've seen this before, and you have to go in for this plan of getting to there. Do I do this straight away? Now that I'm forgetting. I think now we just pin this. If I take this straight away, I think I might, to be honest. Now, we're getting to here now, which is good. I may have forgotten this line, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure it's this. Question is, candidate moves, we capture here. Do we go for some sort of check? Like this? That seems pretty good. Or do we just play this? I'm tempted to just pick up this, right? Because if he blocks, then we're fine with that. And I don't want to give him an additional attacker on that for free. So let's just go for this. Let's go for that. Plays this, interesting. All seems fine though. We need to play this. He has a very weak king here. This loses another pawn. It's not defended. That's just how it goes sometimes, you know? What do I even do here? I mean, resign is a pretty good option. We'll keep on playing and pretend there's anything to do. That is chess sometimes. That's the rust coming back to us. Back to biters. That's this locked in. any way to win his queen somehow, because that's kind of what we need at this point. And a miracle as well. This stops him castling. We need to try to maximize how weak his queen is. I mean, his king. If it's going to do any good. If I go there, he'll push forward twice. Is that okay? Not super fun, because then I go here. Yeah, obviously not great to trade off any pieces here, but I don't think there's really another option. He can't castle and we can, so we can try to get this knight over here to do, I don't know, anything. Do its best, really. Okay, goes in for that straight away, so this is not threatening. What about this? It's pushing, then he goes forward twice, and then we aren't in love with that position. And, I mean, this may look like, you know, what are you doing here? Even trying to play this, but sometimes you just want to try, right? Obviously, I'm in a horrendous spot, but I'm still just going to try to make the best moves I can. Because it's not like we have nothing. We have this passed pawn, which is really quite powerful. We have this, which is not really anything. We need to get the other knight into the game somehow. That's the best way to do it. This isn't good. Do I push this straight away is maybe the question. And do I want to make this move? That's the other question. I think it's a good move. This also gains a tempo. Let's do that. He does, okay, he just goes in for this. Oh, it takes, and then pick up the queen potentially. Is it intermezzo is the issue? No, it's not intermezzo. The issue is we're still down like a queen, so if we blunder pieces, then it's not good for us still. Let's try it. I don't think you'll blunder it, of course, but yeah, there you go. In the corner now, that's kind of nice. This pawn is weak, but I'd actually enjoy it if he took that, so I'm not going to worry about that. This is vulnerable. Maybe just going back here is good. Can't really be pushed forward any further is the issue. And maybe rerouting to here, or just on this side of the pawn chain in general. And this feels okay now as well. Yeah, if he captures this, then we're going to swing over the rooks. Going for a trade. We obviously don't want to accept any trades right now. He goes in for this. Forcing the trade also means that we're going to lose this pawn if we're not careful. Rook as well whilst we're at it. How do we even stop this? This, get that in there, I think, to protect the pawn. Whoops. Yeah. Knight has to get back in the game. No mandatory. trading rooks isn't really possible. Doesn't work, that doesn't work, doesn't... Well, we could do this, I guess. Center is the issue. I'm going to do this just because I have to dislodge this bishop. I think it's a particularly great move. Get this now. Okay. So let's just have this passer now. Send it again. We do have this now. Yep. But again, all we have is this passer. We just have to try to push it. We have 2 connected pass pawns and a dream. The dream is the most important part of that list. But we're not quite dead yet. Also picking up this if he's not careful. Ah, now we're dead. Yep. Man. We're playing another one. That was a game that was decided by 1 blunder. Besides that, I played okay, so just going to take that one on the chin. I was pretty happy with how it looked for counterplay, even if, you know, queen down is a queen down, you know what I mean. This is fine here, just applying more pressure. Knight comes out, we pin. There we don't take it straight away because it just helps the structure. Now we can play this move. Look to recapture with this. This, or this. Knight goes out first. All fine. Okay, now we do it. And now that this bishop is here, it can be captured easily by the knight, which is good. So this is like one of those positions you have in the Caro-Kann sometimes, where things just kind of work. Just have the ideas you're looking for. I also saw a nice video which was talking about how in the Caro-Kann you have to just play for the attack on the queen side rather than the king side, which kind of made sense. I was watching. This looks incorrect. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we have this as well potentially. We have that as well. We have this. We have a few ideas. Just capturing and making permanent weakness seems completely reasonable. It's also, it opens up this, which is, well, let's think. Oh, I could just take this, you know, I'm not opposed to that. What happens if this and that? Then at that point, this doesn't do anything. This is possible. Obviously, it's not possible. That capture or this capture and then queen here, that kind of thing could be a thing. And this as well is vulnerable. It's not yet, but not far off either. In fact, this, if I go here and I capture the bishop, then this pawn falls. Cool for us. We have this pin to be scared of though. But this queen is not on the light squares, which is where it wants to be, like always. Now? And not now, because I would blunder. Not this either. We could do this. We could also just do this. That seems fine. We're just going to castle. Get out of these dangers. And then we're going to use our very cozy position to win, ideally. We can have this push come up now as well. That's good. Castle's queenside, interesting. I'm going to take my tempo, I think. Before I castle. So this kind of thing that get the king castled, rooks there maybe, or I'm not sure. This isn't great quite yet. It's just castle. This I don't need to spend time on that compared to the king's head attack that we need to get going like right now. This kind of push opens up the bishop. I'm tempted to just capture this though, because it's one of his kind of key defensive pieces, and defensive pieces with the queen. So now we can just, you know, open up the... We can go for this tempo actually. Quite nice. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. Because what, he just pushes this, right? And then we carry on with the plan of putting the rooks on the right squares. And his attack does not look that fast. He has this, and then this is not in time, it's probably going like there or something. Let me just go this. It looks like because of this tempo that we're gonna be hitting first. And in these queenside castle positions, it's all about who is hitting first, who is crashing into the position. Do we start with the rooks, or do we start with the the bishop? That's a good question. This is like a super good move, and so is this one. I think this, just because since the queen is already here, it's less likely that we're going to use the pawn as a battering ram. It does hang it in some positions, but I'm not super worried about that. It also gives us the chance to double up and keep this pressure here with that kind of move. That seems wrong. Now I have stuff like this straight away. Is there a better way to go about that though? That's the question. This just seems good already because he can't take, right? This opens up that. And again, we're just crashing through here first. This is one of the things I've been learning about. This is who has the initiative, which is a pretty nebulous concept a lot of the time. But here it's pretty clear, right? He's done this queenside castle with the intention of getting an attack going. But I think it's funny, as I was saying earlier on, is the point of the Caro-Kann is that you're trying to put on pressure on the queen side. That's the direction your pawns are going. And he's walking directly into that attack with nothing, no hook, no nothing to speak of on the king side. So it's not that odd that it's not going well. So he's going for this, which is pretty obvious. But I don't see what's wrong with this, which activates my last piece and also defends that that threat. This is the time where you ask yourself, what would Morphy do? I wonder if we would go here. Just take. That's pretty strong actually, hold on. Maybe that's the move. That's... I'm just wondering what the order to do it in is though. But yeah, this is really the angle now. It's this. Get the pawn in. I think I do this first because he still can't take. And now this isn't possible because the pawn as well. And that's still not possible. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, I know I blundered my queen last game. That was a bad one. That's on me. But this game, this might be my best attacking game ever. I don't think that's an exaggeration. I think it's over. This is completely indefensible. He's just got nothing here. There's nothing here at all. He has to give up the queen, or it's checkmate. I'm expecting him to resign in the next maybe 15 seconds or so. Okay, just sacrifice the queen. He's me. How based. Okay, now we push this. Right? Or we could, double up that way. Seems fine as well. Yeah, we just got the queen. I mean, respect to him for doing a me and, playing on in this position. But generally, sacrificing a pawn for a queen is not a great trade. So this is annoying, right? Any way that we can mate him without responding to this? Don't really want to open up the file was the thing. Because I'm thinking if I do this, then he brings his rook over, or, he gets his knight in the game. If he gets the knight in the game, then it's not that great because I get to... Oh no, because if he gets that, it's a really good defensive piece. But I could also just kick it out. It's not that big a deal. Time-wise, we're doing okay. It's gonna hear... if the rook starts going, it's pretty bad for him. I don't really want to allow this and that kind of thing. It just seems unnecessary. So the question is, do we try to go for this? Allow this? I think this makes more sense, unironically. I think this is the square his knight wants to be on. I think we want to block it. Looking for stuff like this and this push. Yeah, if we can get this first, it's good. Because his knight doesn't really have many squares to go to. It can't go to there, can't go to there. It could go to there, it's true. Probably routing like this way or something. If it lets me get this, then, we're... Okay, this is not correct. Not correct at all. No. You don't understand what you're doing. Oh, because now... Right? Not quite, but it's very, very good for us. Even just trading here is good, right? Just going for this. Pawn is overextended. This, go on the pawn. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't know what he was doing there. He thought he was cooking, and then he did not cook. I think he tried to rematch me. A very good joke. Okay. So yeah, played like a 2000. Exactly. Love to see that. 53 accuracy. Look, I was telling you, I wasn't playing that bad this game. Okay, I'll need to look into opening theory because I clearly did not get the theory right. That's pretty obvious. Should have gone for this apparently. Then this. I was... Hold on, let me give analysis. So I was scared... Oh, back. I was scared of this, and then I don't know what to do. I guess it wants us to just go here, but then what about... I don't really get it. Isn't this just scary now though? No? What, is this fine or something? Why is this okay? Because what about this? Why is this not good? Oh, because it's with check. Oh. Yeah, that... Yeah, I see. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. So just snap this off. I guess that makes sense because then we get the tempo with the pawn on this. That's pretty good. Yep, that was pretty obvious. And then I see, would rather us just go for this straight away. Then I guess you can double up and stuff. I'm curious what the main idea was. So I got this, the correct rook. I got that idea. Aha, and here it wants us to just swing over like that. This was a mistake because he just gets to trade off. That's why he doesn't like this, because this is like committing too early. It wants us to just start swinging over whilst we're not leaving him in a position to trade. And by that time, he just blunders. Okay, cool. This is all fine, so. Okay, well, one game was horrendous and one game was pretty good. So we take those overall. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I had fun. And yeah, we're back on the grind. I have my first session with a coach on Saturday. So there'll be updates and maybe a video with how that goes. But yeah, have a good day and thanks for watching.